Good evening, lampshades and germicides. I just now, a couple minutes ago, took a look at my homepage on YouTube, and I've gotten a rush of new subscribers, and I can't tell you how grateful I am for that. That's awesome. That's a kick in the seat of the pants to go ahead and get started on my next video and my next project, which I think I know what I'm gonna do, but I caught it right as it kicked over to 301 subscribers, which is awesome. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do here is a very small giveaway. Like I said last time, it's just going to be something I already have made because between school and home obligations and the joys of rapidly approaching middle age, you know, time is a precious, precious commodity, and either I have way too much of it or nowhere near enough, and there is no in between. So what we're going to do, and I will pause the video for a second so I can show you in all of its glory what's on the table this time. So I'll be right back. Can you see me now? Good. This is what I'll give away. And that was the battery door, not the on switch. That hurts so much. This right here is one of my little resin color changing statues. It's a Buddha figure. And when these things go out to people, especially people that have shops, I will say a prayer over them, just to really put the good juju on them. You know, in the hopes that it brings good vibes and good health to the shop. And, you know, worst thing that happens is nothing. But I love these little guys. I have a few of them in my room. You know, and when I brought a bucket of these upstairs to show my wife, and we had them right after the lights got turned off, I looked at her and went, there's no way this won't be annoying. So, yeah. But it's this little guy right here. I'm going to give this guy away. And as an added bonus, one second. Woo! Black light. He glows in the dark. So, yeah, we'll give him away. And I'll tell you what to do for that in a minute here at the end of the video, because I'm also going to take a look at one of my favorite knives of all time. Okay, we can see again. Now, what we're going to take a look at is a blade that I've had since somewhere around 1998, 1999, somewhere in that window. I've had this knife going on 20 years now. And it has taken ungodly amounts of abuse and hasn't really complained more than that one time. And that's not even a joke. But what we got here is the old timer, which is made by Schrade Beast. And if you see the dimensions, like my hands, I have to buy extra large gloves. This thing is still large. But you've got a liner lock right there, and this is one of the first ones I've ever seen in my entire life. Schrade US 470T. And this thing has seen years of service. I used to take this to work every day when I was out doing landscaping, and it could be cutting anything from branches and stuff out of the way of the mower that we're hanging down too low, bales of pine straw string, which if you cut a bunch of those, you kind of figure out they're pretty abusive to an edge. It has cut all kinds of stuff wrapped around the spindles on the mower blades. I mean, you name it, it's done it. For a while there, I was also using this knife to carve golf balls. And I know that sounds a hair ridiculous, but for a while there, I was routinely peeling the skins off of golf balls because Dobbins Air Reserve in Marietta has a golf course along one of the back fences. And the driving range is right there. So all the overflow from missed shots going over the fence land on the base, and they can't get them back. So this thing, it will cut through the skin on a golf ball. It'll take the skin off. And I would carve them, I would hollow them out, do all kinds of stuff. And at one point, the tip broke clean off. And I just took it to the bench grinder and knocked this here down a hair lower. and kept going. And I mean, it's been really, really, really good knife to have. It holds an edge for a long time. It'll hold an edge through a ton of abuse. And I mean, outside of some dirt and a few scuffs on the steel, it looks practically new. It looks nowhere near as worn as a blade should after being carried. Whenever I lost track of this thing for a while, I had a bunch of other knives, and even the Benchmade knife that I had couldn't take what this took. It worked for a while, but then the spring gave out, and with an auto knife, once the spring goes, you don't have a knife. And that's what went on that. All the other knives that I've carried, they showed their wear and tear almost immediately. So this thing has been an absolute monster. And you could get them brand new on Amazon up until sometime fairly recently, because a little over a year ago I sent one to my brother-in-law for his birthday, because he's into knives too. But there is hope to be had, because you can find these on eBay used for around 35 bucks, which isn't bad for a pocket knife, especially a folding knife that can stand up to the kind of wear and tear I put on this one. So yeah, if you're interested in, like I said, a larger EDC, and this will take up some pocket space, this is definitely a good choice in the budget range. This is definitely not too expensive, and it's worth everything that you spend on it. You get a lot more than you pay for with this guy. And I can't say enough good things about it. The only complaint that I have really is it doesn't have a pocket clip, but this was made in a time back before pocket clips were kind of standard on every single knife that was designed. Those pocket clips were more the exception than the rule, so I can't really fault it for that. But when it is in your pocket, you got the plastic liner, or the plastic scales right there, and you got a softer rubber grip here that lets you really hold on to it even when it's soaking wet, that also don't beat the hell out of everything in your pocket. Of course, this is the blade's going to do what it does, but it's a lot better than an all steel construction as far as how gently it treats the other stuff in your pocket. And if you're like me and you have extra pockets and everything you wear, it's not as big of a deal. This can comfortably fit in the same pocket as my keys and my wallet. And that's about as far as I can push that pocket, but it can be done. So yeah, that was the Schrade Beast. If that looked interesting to you, definitely check eBay for it. I think the last time I checked, there were about 5 or 6 of them on there still for sale at the $35 buy it now price, and I think some of them did have shipping. 1 or 2 were fast and free, so I'm pretty sure that's going to be a fairly steady thing for a while longer. But yeah, so that was the Schrade Beast. Can't say enough about this knife, and I think I've got a couple of things that I want to do in the near future here. One of them is finish grinding the hammer eye punch and the hammer eye drift, which I've been sitting on for a while, which kind of hurt. They don't make a comfortable chair. And go ahead and try making a hammer out of the billets that Dave Britton was kind enough to send me. I've got 4 of those to work with, and I think I have the process I want to use worked out. Just a few little odds and ends there. And I've got something coming in from Amazon, actually. We got a $10 rebate card from our dog's heartworm medicine. So I took that and I said, what was the best knife I could find for myself for 10 bucks or less on Amazon? The result of that is in the mail on the way here. I should have it Tuesday, so that video may be coming soon. I'm not going to spoil the fun for you there. I also have another large handful of knives left to go through. And a lot of it is going to be knives that I've had for a while, and some of the newer knives is going to be first impressions and what they're like to handle coming out of the box. So look forward to that. I'm going to have fun getting used to doing that, because I'm back at the point now where I kind of don't know how to do this style of video, and the back of my brain is going, don't ramble, don't ramble, don't ramble, don't ramble, you're an idiot. So I'll have fun adjusting to that, and I think that's all I've got for tonight. If you do want a shot at the little Buddha right here, all you got to do is leave a comment that says, I want that. That's all you got to do for it. I'm going to have the drawing in a week and some change. Not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow, that Monday during the day. I'll probably cut everything off at 4:30 or 5 o'clock, somewhere in that window, and then I will do the drawing and I'll let you know who won. And I'm not going to do a live feed on that because I'll be right after school and kind of brain dead for a little while. But I don't want to let this drag on for too long because it's a small giveaway for a 300 subscriber announcement. That's all, you know, not huge. But again, thank you to everyone who subscribed recently. Thank you to everyone who's been there since the channel first started. As I said, at 200 subscribers, it's very humbling, and I can't express enough gratitude. You know, growth is always interesting. It's enjoyable, and I do like growing the channel. Hopefully I can keep pushing and eventually get to a point where I can make some professional looking videos that are definitely easier on the eyes and ears than they are currently. That's the end goal for now. But that's what I got. I will see you guys next time. Praise the forge and pass the borax, and y'all please stay safe in your shops. Have a good one.